start Season 1. So also we're going to check the development commentary that we never did this morning. Okay, subtitles are still on because I put it on last night. And English, good, all right. All right, we did all these last night, so let's see what this has to say. No going back. From the gallows.
Telltale had always been one of the premium development studios in video games. When Telltale approached Skybound, I remember being so excited about what a perfect match that was.
The best comic book or graphic novel is
The Walking Dead.
There was a lot of interest in The Walking Dead in the game space, and we were kind of navigating like what we would actually do with a Walking Dead game. And I knew that it would be very difficult to do a game where you run around and kill zombies that would be as good or as entertaining as a Left 4 Dead or Resident Evil or something like that. You know, I knew like, okay, everything they do is very story-driven, and I thought a Walking Dead game that was all story-based would be able to stand out in the marketplace.
When I started, the studio was really growing. Games never really seemed like a vector for me to tell stories in until Telltale. And then once that happened and they hit The Walking Dead, I was like, oh my god, this is basically all of the things I love in one place. You know, filmmaking, storytelling, interactivity. Once I got into it, there's no looking back.
And the BAFTA goes to The Walking Dead!
Game of the Year goes to The Walking Dead!
It was very interesting watching Telltale grow. When it started, I think it was maybe 12 people, 12 or 13, really small. Literally working out of an auto body shop converted into an office. And then that was 80 people up to the completion of Walking Dead Season 1. And then that, of course, exploded. And then there was this very big push to expand and start working on multiple projects at the same time. So it quickly went from 100 to like 300 plus.
I don't think any of us, including the people who were making the game, had the intention of Clementine getting through the season and then moving on. I had no idea that the game would blow up like it did.
The first season of The Walking Dead was a game that the entire studio had to work on at the same time, and then after the success of that, suddenly just started to expand and expand.
We have breaking news right now, and my heart just dropped into my stomach. From Gamasutra, this is on Twitter. Report, The Walking Dead developer Telltale Games closing down.
Telltale Games is closing their doors.
Looks like they have closed down.
I mean, I was in the middle of reviewing the final season of The Walking Dead.
Right.
I don't know, it's kind of weird to think that I won't finish that.
When I found out about the closure of Telltale, I remember the previous night we'd been up till like 12 or later working on the ratings build for executive review of the 3rd episode. It was about an hour before we were supposed to have that meeting, that review, and I was like trying to squeeze stuff in and do last minute polish so that we put our best foot forward.
I was in a voice acting session with Melissa Hutchinson doing the voice of Clementine. And suddenly there's a company meeting called in an hour and no one knows why.
We were about 3 hours in.
breaking news right now, and my heart just dropped into my stomach. From Gamasutra, this is on Twitter. Report, the Walking Dead developer Telltale Games closing down.
Telltale Games is closing their doors.
Looks like they have closed down.
I mean, I was in the middle of reviewing the final season of The Walking Dead.
Right.
I don't know. It's kind of weird to think that I won't finish that.
When I found out about the closure of Telltale, I remember the previous night we'd been up till like 12 or later working on the ratings build for executive review of the third episode. It was about an hour before we were supposed to have that meeting, that review, and I was like trying to squeeze stuff in and do last minute polish so that we put our best foot forward.
I was in a voice acting session with Melissa Hutchinson doing the voice of Clementine. And suddenly there's a company meeting called in an hour and no one knows why.
We were about 3 hours in. Two of the writers, Kent and Adam, were summoned to a mandatory meeting. And we were both like, okay, this is strange. What's going on? But didn't think too much of it.
And sure enough, about an hour later, we were all in the same room and we were being told that the company was shutting down. Our journey was over. We had to be out of the building in a half an hour. Everything I saw for myself, my family, my team was just gone in the blink of an eye.
I would look at like the hashtags on like Twitter or Tumblr or something, and people were just sad. There was a great outpouring of support at the same time, which was really nice. A bunch of people were like talking about Telltale memories and stuff, and there was just like a really sweet one that was like logos of everything we've ever done, like just in black and white, and it just said like "Thank you Telltale" at the bottom, and it was like, oh, all those things I worked on. It's so sweet.
This all sounds very dramatic, and if someone wasn't familiar with games or like the industry, they might be like, well, we're just a video game company. It was very dramatic, and it was a death, and the only way that you can really work through that is with the support of other human beings. The social networks were an amazing place to be.
It's pretty amazing actually how much this stuff sticks with people.
I'll never forget it because I remember very specifically it was really Robert who stepped up to us and said, this is something we got to do, let's go figure it out.
I've also heard tale of the incident where Robert just sort of made a declaration that they would do it no matter what, basically.
We're getting into the weeds of the legalities and the contracts and the IP, and Robert Kirkman is laying on the couch in the back and he went, guys, just stop. This is simple. He said, the story needs to be finished. Go make it happen.
Do you remember where you were when you heard the news?
No. I mean, I feel like I was in a meeting of some sort. I don't remember exactly what the meeting was. You know what? Who cares? I was meeting with Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg. That's not true. I wish I had a story like that. When it happened here at Skybound, we circled the wagons immediately. We got everybody together just to figure out what we could do. Not being able to tell Clementine's story, not being able to finish Clementine's story, that's a big deal.
This story's been amazing.
Oh, Skybound Games. It's not Telltale anymore.
So happy we're getting an ending.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes! This is what we deserve!
When I first heard about Skybound and stepping in to finish the season, like all I could think about was how much I wanted that. Really?
Remember exactly what the meeting was. You know what? Who cares? I was meeting with Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg. That's not true. I wish I had a story like that. When it happened here at Skybound, we circled the wagons immediately. We got everybody together just to figure out what we could do. You know what? Who cares? I was meeting with Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg. That's not true. I wish I had a story like that. When it happened here at Skybound, we circled the wagons immediately. We got everybody together just to figure out what we could do. not being able to tell Clementine's story, not being able to finish Clementine's story, that's a big deal.
This story's been amazing.
Oh, Skybound Games. It's not Telltale anymore.
So happy we're getting an ending.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yes! This is what we deserve!
When I first heard about Skybound and stepping in to finish the season, like, all I could think about was how much I wanted that, really.
I was so happy to be coming back and finishing it. The idea of not finishing it, I had so many ideas.
I can't think of any game ever that has been canceled mid-development and then been allowed to be finished because someone else came in to invest. They cared enough about the project and the brand and the work we were doing specifically and the specific story that they thought it deserved all this Herculean effort to save. So that is incredibly humbling, honestly.
They could have easily said it might not make us money, it's too much of a risk. Many things to not do it. But the fact that we wanted to finish Clementine's story because it meant something to the people who were telling it and the people who were experiencing it was just like, all right, we're in the right hands.
We never felt any other developer could pick this up and finish it. If we're going to do this, the only way we can do it, and the only way we want to do it, is with the original team.
On site here, we're about 40 people, and then we've got a handful of team members working remotely. Games don't come back from the dead. It's made it a very special project to go ahead and work on. This was a team that really wanted to come back together and finish this game.
All this. All those times you would ask me if we'd find a home. All I could ever tell you was, we'll see. And your face would fall every single time. And that's what I told myself. But you want to know something I didn't tell you? I never had a plan. I never knew where we were going. I never knew anything. And now I'm gonna cry. Now I'll just sit here and cry. I'm just so grateful that this got finished. And I'm so happy for you guys, so thank you. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed and grateful and just, just so happy that this story got told, got finished. So happy for the Telltale Games crew and, of course, selfishly myself, because I absolutely love this character. And I'm just gonna cry for the next 3 hours, but it's happy tears. This is very different from the tears that were shed back in September.
AJ, I think, is my favorite character of the season, and it's because he grows so much and he's so impressionable.
When we did our initial casting call, AJ was much, much younger. I believe he was 2 or 3 years old. She's got the innocence, but Taylor also kind of brings this built-in swagger to AJ's character that is really, really cool.
We're watching him grow up, and he's growing up in a very harsh reality, and so he's become a lot more cold than we see him in the beginning of the game. We see him really discovering who he is, which is scary to both himself and Clementine and everybody else around him.
Do it, AJ!
Finishing it out with this smaller team of Walking Dead people, it actually was reminding me a lot more of season 1 of The Walking Dead. Kind of robust, lean team of superstars who just worked really hard to make it good.
Full team review is great. It's 40 people strewn across couches. We will go through scene by scene. This was after our rewrites and voice pickups, so this is really the first time the episode is up on its feet as a playable whole and really showing what the end product is going to look like.
When the editorial team played through the first playthrough of episode 4, I think there was a 2-word email which was nailed it.
When I first set foot in PAX, saw the booth, it was pretty surreal. It was really cool seeing people play the game in person. I didn't think about it, but I'd never seen that before, and the fact that this almost happened, that was really cool.
This wasn't just ending the final season, it was also ending like all of Telltale's entire legacy.
Thank you always feels like too few words, but really, I can't think of a better way to have finished this.
To all the fans who clamored and screamed and cried when Telltale went under, I'd just love to say an absolute deep, heartfelt thank you. Everyone that has loved this game out loud, thank you, because without you, we wouldn't have been able to finish what you loved.
Again, there are no words to express the amount of love I have for the fans of this game.
Fans are the reason why we do all this.
We wouldn't have been able to finish this story if it hadn't been for the fans. If the interest wasn't there, if the devotion wasn't there to this character, we would not have been in a position to be able to do that. Really, any fan that's thankful to Skybound or, me personally, which is very unfounded, pat yourselves on the back. your love for this character really made this all possible, and very appreciative of them, much more so than they could be of us, I swear.
Thank you, Robert.
Still not bitten.
Watch next video. All right. Telltale series, The Walking Dead
Okay,
developer.
should we actually start
cast
for real?
commentary season.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll do a cheesy little intro. All right. Hello and welcome to the Walking Dead Definitive Series Developers Commentary. Did you say oh?
Wait, my microphone's not on, or I don't hear
Damn it.
anything. Sorry.
Damn
Because I
it.
switched out packs.
I
Sorry.
just
Do you hear anything?
just turn it up. Just turn it up. There you
Oh,
go.
now it's on.
Oh, it
Okay,
sounds
cool.
good. doesn't
He's
it?
a story
Is that-
guy.
Is that better?
He's a story
Sorry,
guy.
okay, cool.
Okay, take 7.
Okay, here we go. Hello and welcome to the Walking Dead Definitive Series Developers Commentary track. I think there's enough words in that title. My name is Kent Mutel. I am creative director of the final season and a cinematic artist on this season. And I am joined by an all-star cast of other developers who also worked on the season. And they are, in sequence,
Dennis Lenart. I was a director and head of cinematics department, and been at Telltale forever.
OG.
Really, truly. I am Melissa Hutchison, and I am the voice of Clementine.
And I'm Dave Fenoy, and I am not a developer, but I am the voice of Lee Everett.
And I'm Julian Kwasniewski, and I did the voice direction and involved in casting and babysitting the talent.
Which is a task.
I'm so glad someone did that.
And I worked in what became known as the fun office.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
Studio
Oh, boy.
Jory.
Studio
Except
Jory
for
was
a
the
couple
fun office.
specific days.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to play through the first episode of the first season and just talk about memories of making it as we go. So
What if we can't remember that far back?
I know,
I'm
right?
just kidding.
make up stuff. No one will know the difference.
Just correct
It was a long time ago.
Before we start, I just want to give a shout out to Sean Vandeman, Jake Rodkin.
Yeah.
Yes.
We wish could be here but couldn't, and we'll try to talk about as much stuff as we remember.
Who are they now?
To get them. Yeah, they were only the leads on this season. But yeah, we definitely wouldn't be here without them, and they made a lot of amazing decisions that we got to work with on the rest of the season.
Amen. Hallelujah.
Here, here. They make good video games. All right,
Yes.
let's start. But this is also a good video game.
100 Game of the Year awards.
Over.
That's true. More Game
I
of the
believe.
Year awards than it seems possible.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Just inventing companies. to
Sean
give
will
awards.
remember this.
Hey, we're in the Skybound offices right
Yep.
This has come real full circle.
Seriously.
So all the episode titles, or the title card of The Walking Dead, I remember having different colors, which was a Jake thing planned out from the beginning. Random detail that I didn't know when I was working on episode 2, and I changed the color, and then he came to me and went, "Why are you
Oh, that's
not doing
awesome.
the thing we're supposed to do?" I was like, "Oh, whoops."
Wow. There he is.
There's Sean Van.
Hey.
Sean Van.
Hey, Jake, Sean.
I like Sean's kind of. Hey, there's Mark Barbelak.
Oh yeah.
Who's also the legal counsel
Yes,
for Telltale.
the attorney for Telltale Games.
This the rear view mirror shot weirdly was like the most complicated technical thing we'd ever done in the Telltale engine at the time.
Isn't there like an entire second lead sitting outside the side of the car when we see the shots of him reflected in the window?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Just like a render constant alpha low or something. Yeah. But I remember hearing the pitch for this and thinking that starting in the back of a cop car on your way to jail was a pretty awesome setting for starting a game, and immediately people just getting invested in wanting to figure out
What's
what's
going
happening.
on? Yeah.
Who is this guy?
I love all
what's
the little
past?
things you see out the window too.
This is a good loop.
I feel like that was the station wagon that the stranger has in episode 2 that
Oh,
we just
that's
passed.
Yeah.
It's probably just a reuse of we needed car models at the time.
I think we added him in the collection version.
He's
one version of
passing
this, I
in the
think
wrong
it was
lane.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure from
That's
a
awesome.
design standpoint, the idea of starting really limited for people in you just get control over the camera to sort of get comfortable with moving it around before you're actually in free walks and having to navigate in space as well. Yep. I think Eric Parsons worked on all of this stuff for a long time. Typically at Telltale, the first scenes of any game go under extreme amounts of scrutiny, so...
That's me on the radio.
Was that you?
Yeah.
You're all over
I'm
the
the
place.
answering machine. I'm the radio. I take the big gigs.
There are no small parts,
There
only
are.
small
That's
actors.
Right. Man, I got paid a lot for that.
He's got a bit of his own agency as a character. He's not totally just the player.
You know what I remember is doing this first episode. 20 minutes in, I was like, "Wow, this is really good. This is good writing."
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I was really happy that I got this game.
As
I think we all are really happy that you got this
And what
gig.
was great is those were the days when
very
we
mutual.
we flew them up, and so Dave would stay in Fairfax at the inn.
At the one hotel.
And then you introduced me to all your radio buddies, like Dave Padilla.
Oh, Dave Padilla.
We partied with Dave.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. When I was on the radio on KSOL in the Bay Area in the 80s, Dave was my news guy.
That's so funny. He's still, I hear him all the time.
Oh, yeah. KCBS.
That's good.
There you go.
And you know, you can't just say man. You really got to get that feeling. Man.
Achieved. You achieved.
Some of your finest acting work.
I definitely remember excitement around the office when there was a big search to find a Lee character, and it was a long, hard journey. And then I remember as soon as oh god, now everything's coming off the rails.
I can just keep going.
Look out!
As soon as we heard your voice and audition, everybody, it was just like the whole office was like, all right, cool, cast, done.
That's
like, and it was like
him.
amazing to me.
Well, we found Dave because he played a character in a Law and Order game, right?
Yeah.
He played Montrose.
I was
villain
a
self-help guru.
crooked politician.
Yep.
Well, and then also with Melissa as well, I remember in the early days, like Sean talking about how like nothing will work in this game if we don't have a good Clementine, and that was like the big worry.
So
It was just
true.
like there's got to be someone to balance out like the strength that Dave brings for his performance, and like obviously just having someone who can really embody that character and make her not feel like the typical video game kid, which all other video game like children were till that
Weren't
time.
you guys
so.
also auditioning?
Well, I was
actual
going to say
children?
we did that. Yeah, and I have a bunch of them that I listen to, and they're all kids, but they could never have the
Emotional
gravity that
It's a pretty
that you needed some wisdom in
Yeah.
there. It gets heavy.
This is a kid that goes through a lot.
Well, and also just the aging over the seasons.
Right.
You know,
Which wasn't known that
Like-
would happen, actually.
Yeah.
I don't
but
think that
just
was the
imagine
intention
if a kid had,
going
you
into
know,
season one.
gone off to college or something, and like, well, wait, we need you in this game. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You can't go to college.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather personally voice acting college.
Yeah, I mean, come
voice
on.
acting, but that's just me, and that's what I did.
Well, and I think
Boom, that's my story.
on a developer side too, Sean and Jake from like the very early days always sort of talked to the team about, treat Clementine as an adult. Like,
Yeah.
think of her as that as opposed to a kid when you're making choices. And it definitely was a thing that made all the difference in the world, because people
Right.
immediately throw out all the tropes you think, and then like really sort of get your head into the character when you're sort of doing animation stuff or putting together the cinematics. And
Well, and what you're speaking on as far as the children, you really see that, especially when she's reflecting in scenes with Duck.
Yes.
Duck
Totally.
is that kid that
Absolutely.
if
Yeah.
he was the kid that
I'm
Lee
gonna drive
found,
the
it would be like,
Yep.
Okie dokie, Duck.
this was a great. I love this whole scene.
It's such a good horror setup.
Yeah,
Here, let me go help this cop that was driving. He looks injured.
You know what's interesting about this, and Dennis and Kent, I might be totally wrong,
It's a
but
cop.
not too many people at Telltale were actually watching, and here I am sitting in Skybound. We're not. This is like really, really. There wasn't like hardcore. Like, oh, I watched the show.
I know,
every
and we
week.
were
It was
we were
comic
watching it.
book.
Hadn't the show like
Yeah.
just started?
It was
Yep.
like going
around
into
the
the
time of the game
second
coming out?
season because I was a fan of it.
Yeah.
The show had been on how many seasons?
I think it was going either finishing second season or going into the second season.
Yeah. And it was great. Like, I was watching it. I actually only meant to watch a few episodes to like get. We were still doing sound at the time, and just to see how they did the ambiences and what the zombies sound like, and then I got hooked on it.
Right. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I was watching it, but not a lot. But it was a show that I was sampling because everybody was, oh, well, you gotta watch the Walking Dead.
Right. No, it was.
And then I really did when this audition came up.
Yeah.
And I remember episode 1 or 2, Rolling Stone magazine came out and said the game is better than the TV show.
Yeah, I remember.
Drop your mic. Just knock it over right now. Boom.
And it's something I want to ask about here. I remember this part being. I remember at one point the entire game was first person.
Yeah, so
And there was some kind of somewhat kind of late change.
one of the things that's relevant to bring up is one of the early sort of conceits of the game, where I remember Sean and Jake talking a lot about how like players never care about their character dying because they're going to come back in 20 seconds after the load screen. But investing in time in other characters to make it seem like they could die at any time was sort of like the big twist of what made this game really interesting.
And it was. I think it's what people really got invested in these characters more than I'd ever seen on anything yet.
It's funny because when we would go to, and it still happens, to go to conventions, and we were able to do some together, what people would say is, I've never cared about characters in a video game before.
Right.
And then you and Clementine made me cry.
I saw you. We were at Dragon Con Atlanta. You were talking to someone, and someone was coming up to our line, and you just heard your voice. And this is a grown man, and he stood there, and he just started to like tears out of his eyes, cry.
That's because I owed him money.
But no, it's to see this effect. It's. I mean, people share like the craziest stories of how this game has taken them through like the shittiest of times, or they've met their best friends, or tra la la. Like so many like crazy stories.
I've met people who didn't have a dad that said Lee became their surrogate father.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I've cried at conventions.
Yeah.
I've reached points where people tell me things that I'm just, it's overwhelmingly moving.
I remember you both, and a couple other people saying that too, that when you experienced that, it was really surreal at first too.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, as far as working with Telltale, because I go way back with Telltale games, and most of the characters I've played have all been comedy, too, so this was the first, well, not even with Telltale, this is the first game I worked on where there's just so much emotional depth and story.
I have been on a bunch of games, but this was clearly the best script that I had done. And it had the most interaction with other characters, and just.
Well, and this will probably be a great time to mention it, not just because you're in the room, Julian, but I mean, beyond The Walking Dead, any game I've ever worked on with you, or any project, but when you read with us, because obviously we don't record together, actors in the same room together, and you directing us, you really performed, which is amazing. So you'll have someone read lines with you sometimes, but you read the lines because
that's a good point.
An actor.
And we didn't have feeders then, so literally the first actor to go set the tone for the whole damn episode, and so that's where we would, because I always would work closely with Dennis or Sean or whoever was in the booth with me, and we would say like this seems really quiet, and or they're 20 feet away, so I would try to mimic that.
But it is a good point to bring up because I remember we would as sort of like the dev team be in a session with Julian all day, and 3 or 4 different actors would come in, and we're just going through like this 10-hour marathon.
Totally.
But at 6 p.m. like Julian's still like giving it his all, like reading all the other parts against it, and we're just like, I was just tired sitting there.
Yeah. So Rebecca Schweitzer, I just have to mention that
Yeah.
the
That's
answering
her.
machine
Yeah.
is such a
That's a good
small
point. That's
part
great.
of this
And-
first
and
episode.
that's
she
her
just
audition.
Nailed it. And that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's her audition, and it was used in the game. And it was
And-
also used in a trailer, and it was one of the most effective trailers
It was.
that I remember.
Yeah, and it was the first time where we took an audition and then we went back to the agents and said, "Oh, and that's me as the answering machine voice."
If we were
I
drinking
really,
right now, we'd do shots every time we hear Julian.
I'm still spending those 20s. That was a good one. But yeah, no, Rebecca, and we processed the audition and then went back and said, "You got the role. You never have to come in. You're done."
That's awesome.
That's always a nice
Don't want to
call.
see you, but
Yeah, exactly.
we're going to use your voice.
Awesome.
I love
we
those.
might send you a check.
I love how the messages too. I just heard them when we were at the office with Kent the other day. Just how they progress. Oh, there's some crazy guy at the ER or whatever, and I love how she just covers the entire
She's,
apocalypse
said it. She
in
really
4
It's a
minutes.
very efficient zombie apocalypse story in like 3 lines, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta. Please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Marietta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe. Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m. Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. We love you. We love you. You need to be quiet.
Who is this?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee.
You're not my daddy.
No, I'm not. How old are you?
18.
And you're all alone?
Yes. I don't know where anybody is. How old are you?
This was a scary. I remember this being. This is an awesome scene.
I think those parents would have left their kid with a babysitter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here she goes. This was a step up cinematically for Telltale as well too. Before we were doing mostly adventure games with Jurassic Park, there was an effort to sort of be more film-like, but it was more action-y than anything, and I felt like this was a big step forward. It was a big challenge, I know, for the department
There
to
she is.
get subtle with it.
Yeah, no, and I just think the visual style too was just so.
Well, there's the
There's the
babysitter, Dave.
babysitter. It's Sandra. Oh, good old button mashing.
Oh, God.
Sorry, I stepped on your introduction, but that
Minor-
was, that was Clementine. There she was.
That's okay.
Oh, and Lee just
I'll
slipped on
be
the blood.
around for a
Lee is
while.
so slippery.
That was a contentious back and forth, I think,
About
of
how
the
slippery
slipping
it
on
should
the
be.
blood. Yeah.
Well, he's got a bad leg.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't seen zombies before. So.
Here we go.
You know, give me that hammer.
Give me that hammer.
I love that their relationship starts with her saving him.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
that's
nice.
cool.
That's great. So Becky Arkovich worked on this babysitter stuff for I don't even know how many months.
A lot.
But it was the first big action scene in the game. It was sort of a new style of what we were doing. So this went through so many iterations and ripped up and redone, and she stuck through it and made an awesome thing.
That's amazing to me.
Good
how-
voiceover there. Good effects.
You sound a lot like him.
I
too.
when we did the episode, season 4, just hearing some of like who works. Oh, actually, at the playthrough in Oakland for the final episode of season 4, I was sitting next to a woman named Cadet, and she like, I was like, oh, what did you do at Telltale? And she specifically worked on, and now I'm going to screw it up. Sorry, Cadet, but I think it was the flashback at Erickson's, and it was really bad.
She did all the dream sequences in season 4, Cadet.
Yes, but it's like, it's so, like, you don't, I forget how, like, well, here's your one thing that you're going to be working on, and, you know.
That was the
She
cool
didn't
thing.
know the end of the game when well, I'm not going to spoil it for those or whatever, but when something big happened, she was like, oh my god, and I'm like, oh, you didn't know about this?
Yeah.
No, I literally only worked on this scene.
In your own world
That was the
Yeah.
cool thing about Telltale. There are so many, and so many of them we just knew from bugs or from email, you know, and you'd finally meet someone like, oh my god, that's you? And
You don't look
you don't
anything
look
like
your
what I
name.
thought you looked like.
But they would spend so much time on
just one
little
like Becky
piece.
and Becky and the Babysitter. Wow,
And
that'd be a
there's
great
the hat.
movie. Or
That's the album.
It's great.
Yeah. Oh, that hat. Yay.
Yeah.
It's funny, I was looking at the dialogue file for the
Legacy.
scene, and the final version of the babysitter fight that ended up being the one, the folder just says Andrew's new babysitter fight, or new baby fight.
Yeah, that's good.
Because there's like a bunch of folders of like iterations of the babysitter fight still in the dialogue
Baby
file.
Fight 17.
And the final one, I guess, must have been Andrew Langley.
Yep. Well, he
Yeah.
probably wired it up and,
Yeah.
and helped with the sign on it. Yeah. But I remember that's the thing a lot of people don't realize about games is usually when they ship, specifically Telltale games because it's such a quick episodic schedule, there's so much stuff that is just left over that's cut or things that like whole scenes that are
In the game.
there, you
Yeah.
know. And actually nowadays people have sort of developed tools where they can rip that stuff
I
out.
love
And
that.
it's great.
Oh, look, little clam.
There's Chet.
That's his name.
I was gonna ask, who are these guys again?
That's Sean Green. He's a canon comic character.
Yeah. Oh.
And Chet has become kind of a meme on the internet because he wants to get home for hot dish.
So Sean's really good at finding random details that people remember like that just make everything feel great. It's pretty funny.
It makes him round him as a character.
Yeah.
I understand that he wants that hot dish.
It's this motivation.
Who
But-
voiced those guys? Do you remember, Julian?
Chet
No.
was
Sorry to-
Brian Davis.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And
I think I remember that.
there was some comment. There was like fans made a lot of videos of they took scenes and then they turned them into comedies. And there's one where Lee's rolling around town in the truck, blasting music, and he's like, I can't find it. I tried to find it.
Oh,
for the
yeah,
book.
I've seen it.
It was so freaking
great.
funny.
What was he playing? Snoop?
No, yeah, all you hear is bass. And then he stops and he gets out of the car.
Well,
Then he
yeah,
gets out of the car and he like goes in the house and then he comes back out. It's great.
Yeah.
I
the
almost
car's vibrating. It was
Yeah, I want to say, well, people have too much time on their hands, but when gems like that pop up, I'm just
I
so
love it.
grateful for human beings
I know,
who
me
I
put the
too.
time into
agree.
doing
It's
those
really
things.
You know, my favorite thing used to be after, at least on in sort of the early days, like season 1 style, where an episode would come out and I would just watch playthroughs that night of like people live streaming it and just seeing their reactions. It's super fun.
Totally, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is it. It was this scene, and then he turns off the stereo, gets out.
Are we about to meet Andy St.
I wouldn't
John?
even know how to find that.
Really quick, I'll dive back into a thing from earlier. The first-person prototype. So, the origin of this game. There was an early sort of zombie. We call it the spinning plates prototype. Maybe even a year before this, like actual production started on this, where it was an attempt to find just a sort of a new way of storytelling and figuring out like what.
Hello and welcome to the Walking Dead Definitive Series Developer Commentary Track for Season 2. My name is Kent Needle, Creative Director Final Season and Cinematic Artist on Season 2, and I am joined by...
Dennis Lennart, who was director, and I think I had an associate creative director title at the end. That wasn't really a real title at the studio
I
yet.
saw 6 or 7.
You appear in the credits a few times.
And I am Melissa Hutchison, voice of Clementine.
And I'm Gavin Hammond. I'm the voice of Kenny.
And I'm Julian Kwasniewski, and I am the voice director. And I also am the voice of Winston. And
That's an important credit.
And I don't necessarily agree with his child rearing skills.
Rearing is a creative adjective.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really agree with his child raising skills
monitoring
of my babysitting.
And we are here to play the final episode of season 2. So strap in. It's going to be a dark.
There's this weird blooper of AJ in little swaddle, and then the voice actor was like mapped, or the voice files were mapped to the wrong actor in the engine, and so every time Kenny was talking, so it's like, Gavin, you're saying lines, and the baby's mouth was moving and animating. It was the creepiest weird thing.
I want to see that.
Got it. This intro.
Oh, that's right.
Clem's down.
She's up. I remember this. So I guess the previous episode ended with the shootout. Now we're showing the results.
Scott Porter, ladies and gentlemen.
Luke.
And that wall
Where's
is the wall that I think of when we do those nonverbals. That's the wall that you're crouched under breathing.
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah.
I'm serious. That's it.
Oh, no.
Not the baby.
Look, Clem's already, taking care of AJ.
We did get bullet hits on the ground. I couldn't remember if that effect actually ever came in. Sweet.
Oh. Well, what does it look like I'm doing?
Trying to get to the baby.
There's still some CPR going on back there.
It's funny, this is still the urgency of walkers is still very much alive.
Got some Luke here.
Yeah.
Scott Porter, hell of a guy.
Scott,
good beatboxer.
Who is
really
he's
really
good
good at
singer.
karaoke.
He's a big fan of Kid Beyond. And he said beatboxing was, I forget what he said. It's how he got himself through school or something. He was a beatboxer. But he's also a total gamer.
Is huge.
And
football player, too.
And really
what does he not
great.
do?
What's great is that he
really,
does not tap
seriously,
dance.
what doesn't he do?
He does not tap dance.
So perfect. I bet
You
he
should
could.
see him on the trampoline though.
That's fine.
Hello and welcome to the Walking Dead Definitive Series developer commentary track for Season 3. I am Kent Muedel, creative director of the final season, and with me I have...
Adam Eskenazi-Douglas. I was a writer on Season 3 and the final season, and lead writer of the finale for Season 3 From the Gallows.
I am Melissa Hutchison, and I do the voice of Clementine.
I am Jeff Shine, and I do the voice of Javier Garcia.
Julian Kwasniewski of Bay Area Sound, and we did the voice direction and audio post.
You said you're starting the final.
We're doing the episode 3. Hello, welcome to the Walking Dead Telltale Definitive Series developers commentary for Walking Dead Season 4. My name is Kent Muedel. I am the creative director of the final season, and with me I have...
Gideon Adlon, I play Violet.
Chris Rebert, I'm the supervising season director.
And I am Melissa Hutchison, and I play Clementine.
All right. All these excellent people. So we are going to play through some of Season 4 and sort of talk about the experiences of making it and other fun...
I'll be back. I'm back. Perfect black pumpkin. No, I don't.
Well, I reckon you didn't do it then.
Why do you say that?
You know, I've driven a bunch of fellas down to this prison. Lord knows how many. Usually it's about now I get the, I didn't do it.
Every time?
Every time. I followed your case a little bit. You being a big boy and all.
You're from Macon.
Yep. Came up to Atlanta to be a city cop in the 70s. I always wanted to work a murder case. Like that senatorial mess you got yourself mixed up in. With all due respect. A real shame, that is. Hell, the whole family used to be regulars at your folks' drugstore right in downtown. Still there?
Sure is.
Sure is.
Good. I got a nephew up at UGA. You teach there long?
Going on my sixth year.
Sixth year.
You meet your wife in Athens? You want to know how I see it?
Sure.
Regardless, could be you just married the wrong woman. I'm driving this man once. He was the worst one. He wouldn't stop going on about how he didn't do it. He was an older fella, big soft eyes behind a pair of smart folk glasses. And he just wailing back there. Says it wasn't him. Crying and snotting all over right where you're sitting. Then before long, he starts kicking the back of the seat like a fussy baby on an airplane. And I tell him he's got to stop. That's government property, and I'll be forced to zap him otherwise. So he stops, and having exhausted all his options, he starts crying out for his mama. Mama, it's all a big mistake. It wasn't me.
Oh, did he do it?
They caught the fucker red-handed, stabbing his wife, cutting her up as the boys came through the door. He sits in my car screaming bloody murder that it wasn't him. I think he actually believed it himself. It goes to show, people will up and go mad when they believe their life is over. I got another good one for you. This one's a little bit less depressing and a bit more hilarious, if I do say so. This other time...
Oh, shit. Thirsty. Ah! Fuck! My leg. Hey! Hey, officer! Are you all right? I'm still cuffed back here. Officer? That doesn't look good. He wasn't ejected from the car. Why the hell did he have his gun out?
Oops.
Officer? Holy shit! What in the hell? What the fuck are you? Get away from me! What the hell are you? Shit. Let me do this! Man. His skin's all rotten and he smells like shit. What the hell is this? Help! Go get someone! There's been a shooting! Ah!
Welcome to my stream, person. It's great. It's going great. Welcome, second person. Welcome to the stream.
Hello? Anybody?
Okay, normally I never really did this, but
Fill one of those teacups with some bourbon if I could. No ladder. I'm not getting up there anyway. This leg the way it is. Anybody up there? Help! Maybe I'll just go for a dip.
Hello? Anybody home? I need a little help.
yes, I did. I played the original ones, and I've played the crappy collection one. Yeah, so yeah, I played it before.
Hello? I'm not an intruder. Or one of them.
This one is definitely better than the crappy collection one, definitely. And of course, Lee falls. I mean, you can see the detail in this one compared to the, Of course, this is mostly they made it like graphic black. It's like the comics now. So. This is one thing I've never noticed, that you can go behind here now, but I don't think you could have gone there before, like somebody said originally.
Overturned, blood everywhere. Jesus. God, a kid lived here. This whole neighborhood is deserted. What the hell? What's that beeping? Cable's out.
New messages. Message 1, left at 5:43 p.m.
Hey, Sandra, this is Diana. We're still in Savannah. Ed had a little incident with some crazy guy near the hotel, so we had to get him back to the ER and have it checked out. Anyway, he's not feeling well enough to drive back tonight, so we're staying an extra day. Thanks so much for looking after Clementine, and I promise we'll be back in time before your spring break.
Message 2, left at 11:19 p.m.
Oh my God, finally. I don't know if you tried to reach us. All the calls are getting dropped. They're not letting us leave and aren't telling us anything about Atlanta. Please, just leave the city and take Clementine with you back to Murrieta. I've got to get back to the hospital. Please let me know that you're safe.
Message 3, left at 6:51 a.m.
Clementine, baby. If you can hear this, call the police. That's 911. We love you. We love you. We love you.
Daddy?
Huh? Hello?
You need to be quiet.
Who is this?
I'm Clementine. This is my house.
Hi, Clementine. I'm Lee.
You're not my daddy.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
How old are you?
8.
And you're all alone?
Yes. I don't know where anybody is. How old are you?
I'm, 37.
Okay.
Where are your parents?
They took a trip and left me with Sandra. They're in Savannah, I think. Where the boats are?
Are you safe?
I'm outside in my treehouse. They can't get in.
That's smart.
See? Can you see me? I can see you through the window.
No, yours gives a time on it? Oh, well.
Hi there.
Oh, it's dope. Well, yours is, yeah, you got the digital ones now.
Did you kill it?
I think something else did. Before me, I think.
I heard her scream 2 nights ago. Maybe one of the monsters got her.
2 nights ago? Yeah, that's probably what happened. You've been all by yourself through this?
Yeah, I want my parents to come home now.
I think that might be a little while, you know?
Oh.
Look, I don't know what happened, but I'll look after you until then.
What should we do now?
We need to get out of this neighborhood. It's not safe. We're less likely to be seen if we move at night.
My parents might come home.
We won't go far. We'll try to find shelter and come back here with others.
That sounds good. We can hide in my treehouse until then.
It'll be a tough climb with this leg, but that's a good idea. Let's go. Stay close to me.
You what? Oh, really? Yeah. Ours just has a buzzer when it goes off.
Now let's stay quiet. We'll head out to the front yard and follow the road out of the neighborhood.
Well, they weren't kidding when a person said that this detail at night is...
We'll move as fast as we can.
I found the bastard!
Are we going to die?
No, I'm sure we're fine.
Stay down! Georgia State Patrol!
Dude, he won't listen to that.
We're friendly. There's a little girl here.
Oh shit, you're not one of those things?
Neither of us are.
Oh, damn, you've got a little girl. We're sorry about that. Well, Andre's sorry about that.
It's Officer Mitchell.
My name's Sean. Sean Green. This is Andre.
Officer Mitchell.
Did you see any of those things? One of them just got our buddy Chet.
I saw a lot in the forest, but that was a while ago.
Yeah, one we're looking for is still in the neighborhood.
Oh shit, you hurt your leg pretty bad. Look, help us find the thing that got our buddy, and we'll take you and your daughter down to my dad's farm to safety. He should be able to fix your leg up too.
I'm not her dad.
Not her dad.
Just some guy.
Some guy?
Yeah.
She's alone?
Whoever you are, let's get a move on.
We just were...
Whoa, he looks great. Man, holy crap.
Let's go, get to my car! Go! Say hi to your dad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sean. Chet was a good dude.
One of the best.
Take care of you two.
Thank God you're okay.
I was worried it'd be bad here, too.
Been quiet as usual the past couple days. Old Brecken down the way thinks his mare's gone lame, but that ain't nothing new.
I ran into Andre outside of Atlanta, and Chet. He got killed.
No. You're kidding.
Those things got him. Dad, I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry, Sean. You've brought a couple guests.
We need a place to stay.
You're welcome to stay here, but just for the night. I don't run a bed and breakfast. So it's just you and your daughter, then?
Oh, not his daughter. He's, well, just some guy who found her alone.
Honey, do you know this man?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then. Well, looks like you hurt your leg pretty bad there.
Yeah, it's not doing so good.
I can help you out. Sean, run on in and check on your sister. You take a seat up on the porch and I'll go see what I have. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is swollen to hell.
Could be worse.
That's what it sounds like. Seems like things got awful bad in the cities. What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
Well, now's the time.
It's Lee.
Nice to meet you, Lee. I'm Herschel Green. How'd this happen?
Car accident.
That's so. Where were you headed before the car accident?
Home.
Where's home?
I grew up in Macon. We hit a guy. One of those things you've been hearing about. On the road.
Who were you with? The girl?
I was with a police officer. He was giving me a ride.
Awful nice of him.
I'm an awful nice guy.
House is full up with mine. We got another displaced family of 3 sleeping in the barn. You and your daughter are welcome to rest there, and we're done here. I didn't catch your name, darling.
Clementine.
Can't imagine what you've been through, Clementine.
I'm looking after her until we find her parents.
Hey, Dad, so I'm thinking, first thing tomorrow, we gotta reinforce the fence around the farm.
But what happened to your friend? Maybe that's not a bad idea.
It smells like...
Manure.
Manure? Like when a horse plops?
Just like that.
I miss my mom and dad.
I bet, Clem.
How far is Savannah?
Pretty far.
Oh, okay.
I love you, baby.
Hey, get up.
I'm itchy.
Well, you slept in a barn, little lady. Lucky you don't have spiders in your hair. But I bet your daddy scared them all away, huh?
I'm, not her dad. Name's Lee.
I'm Kenny.
Dad, let her build a fence! There's a tractor and everything!
We better get going, or we won't hear the end of it. That's my boy, Ken Jr. We call him Duck, though.
Where do parents name their kids Duck?
We're from Fort Lauderdale. We were on our way back before things up and went bananas. The word is you were on your way to Macon.
Our family's from there.
Well, Macon's on the way, and personally, I'd appreciate the company of a guy who can knock a couple of heads together if he has to.
Sure, we'll tag along.
It's a plan, then. Honey, Duck, this is Lee. And, what's the girl's name?
Clementine.
Clementine.
That is a very pretty name.
Thanks.
Well, we should get to work. We've all seen what those things can do out there, so the faster we get this fence up, the better.
I want to build a fence!
Okay, let's see something here. Up options. Settings. Graphic black. Why isn't it staying on the friggin' one?
Yeah? Well, I need a good foreman. You can sit on the tractor and yell at me whenever I take a water break.
On a tractor? Cool!
Duck and I will hop to it.
I can keep an eye on your little girl here on the porch. We can visit.
Hey there, Kenny. Need any help?
No, I think I got it. Do you need any help?
What do you mean?
I mean, in taking care of that little girl. You know what you're doing? You got kids of your own?
Nah, no kids.
Would have liked one then.
You know. So what's your family's plan?
Get back on down to Lauderdale and let this mess get sorted out. Government will start handing out shots and the National Guard will do its thing. On the odd chance things got too bad, we could hop on my boat, I guess.
You've got a boat?
I'm a commercial fisherman, catching mackerel, dolphin, whatever's biting and paying. Katya wouldn't be wild about it, but the boat's not that bad.
How's your son doing?
Good, I think. Katya's got a sister up in Memphis. We were coming back from visiting her. We were in a gas station and some guy grabbed my boy. I thought he was kidnapping him. I was on the fucker in about 2 seconds and... Christ. Just lucky I was there. We saw a lot of bodies before we stumbled upon Herschel's. But we're a tough family, Lee. Ain't nothing gonna faze us.
See ya. Hey there, girls. Back in a bit.
Okay, Lee.
You having a nice time with Katya, Clementine?
Yeah.
Hey. So, what do you do when corpses aren't walking around?
I'm a veterinarian back in Fort Lauderdale. Like Herschel here, except more with dogs and cats and not horses. What is it that you do, Lee?
I used to teach up at the University of Georgia.
We need to hope that we can go back to our jobs soon, Lee. Back to normal.
It can't stay like this.
No, I used to. I was let go a little while back.
That's too bad. Well, I hear people always clamor back to college after a big disaster. People don't want to die ignorant, I guess.
How did you handle getting through the city?
Kenny just drove. We passed so many people that needed help, and we just passed people. Over some, just...
It's okay. It's fine. You don't have to say anymore.
I want to go home tomorrow, but even then I can't take away the things Doc went through. Don't you want to go back to the moment before you knew about all of this?
Anybody in their right mind would. Families, barbecues, and beers with good friends.
All of those things.
Those are the things.
Well, they do have achievements. The only difference is it's not like the original ones used to be, when you got when you killed the police officer and then you got an achievement, and you killed the babysitter and you got an achievement. When you beat when you complete episode 1,
it's almost it
does it like that.
Eating each other for the past 3 days.
And then one thing they don't have is they don't have achievement for 400 days only. That's the only thing. They have it for Michonne, and they have it for all the other episodes, but they don't have it. And they don't have it for the. They took out the 400 days one.
How you doing, Doc?
Good. I'm going to drive the tractor. I'm the foreman. Lift with your back, Sean.
Hey, Lee.
Need a hand?
That'd be great. If you could cut those 2x to length, that'd sure speed things up. My dad doesn't know how bad it is.
And I know what graphic block means. What they did. They mostly made the graphic block is mostly like they made it to look like the comic book.
Was the boy one of the walkers?
Looks actually good.
He was either attacking the guy or asking for help. He didn't even hesitate. He just turned, put the barrel of the gun right between the kid's eyes, and pulled the trigger.
Well, but you can also, if you don't like it, I mean, you can take the graphics off. I mean, but then it'll look like the original way. That's the only thing.
Do what?
It will look like the comics.
Have you had off one yet?
Oh. Fast. Poor girl's brains in.
Oh, like I said, that's why. That's why if some people like it the old way, the original way, they can take the graphic block off.
Thinks inviting people in is a bigger threat.
But then I think it looks stupid that way. I mean, now the characters look so much better in the graphic block than they did, you know.
My brother and parents are in Macon. I hope.
Oh man, I hope so too. Maybe it's not too bad there. That's probably all I need cut for now. Thanks.
I'm sorry about your friend.
Thanks. I appreciate it, man. Anyway, when you see my dad, you might want some help in the barn.
Wow, they were right, people. I mean, Lee can walk actually faster now. Wow. Oh, wow. That is awesome.
How'd you get out of Atlanta?
I got a ride,
and then I was in a wreck.
Walked until
the boy found me.
Well, you're no worse for wear.
This farm's a nice plot of land.
Had you told me 20 years ago I'd still be doing this, I would have told you that you were full of crap. Never was a plan, having a place like this. It was in the family, and I guess so was I. Family's important. That's all that matters. You agree with that?
Was brought up to, yes.
Where's your family now? Parents? Wife? Girlfriend?
My parents are in Macon with my brother.
Well, I hope they're all right. Now you've got this little girl to take care of. Clementine, is it? You just stumbled up on her?
I was being attacked and she came to my rescue.
Which is true.
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Sure.
I don't know who you are or what you did. Let's say things don't get better back in the cities, or they get worse before they do. You're going to have to depend on the honesty of strangers if you're going to make it. And if those same people get to questioning yours, you're going to be in trouble. But at least you have the common sense to listen to a man giving you advice.
Go! I'll get my gun!
Go! I'll get my gun!
Oh, hello. What?
Don't let him take me!
I got you. We're almost through. Get this tractor off of me! Please,
What'd you say?
me, please!
Man.
Get the fuck out of here! I'm sorry. Sorry?
Sorry?
Your son is alive.
You don't get to
be sorry.
And you didn't even try to
help.
I was worried
about the boy.
But you weren't worried about that.
Please. Just go.
Get out.
Out.
And
never come back. Damn, the detail of the blood and everything, too. Oh, shit.
You've got that ride to make it if you want it.
Thank you, Kenny.
Well, this is as far as we're going.
And it's far enough.
Look.
Hey there.
There.
You friendly?
Friendly.
Truck's run out of gas.
Yes.
Fuck!
We're trapped!
Run!
We can't take risks like this. And we can't just let people die either. When I say that door stays shut no matter what, I fucking mean it. We don't know who these people are. It could be dangerous.
Worse, they could have let them right to us.
Whoa, chill the fuck out,
lady.
We're just people trying to
avoid those things.
Just like you.
Don't come in here and swear at me.
I'll say whatever I want if you start threatening these people.
You'll have to excuse her. How he or anyone will. This is about survival. Do you guys not see what's happening?
What is it?
I have to pee.
I'd go out there again in a second.
In a minute, Clem.
They've got kids, Lily.
Those things outside don't care.
Maybe you should go join them then.
Join them then.
You'll have something in common. God damn it, Lily. You have to control these people.
She's an asshole, that's for sure.
That's what it takes.
Well, you don't have to be a bitch about it.
Holy shit. Son of a bitch. One of them was bitten.
He wasn't bitten.
Hell, he wasn't. We have to end
this now.
Over my dead body. We'll dig one hole.
No, I'm cleaning him up. There's no bite. He's fine.
Don't you fucking people get it? We've already seen this happen. We let someone with a bite stay in, and we all end up bitten. Shut up. We gotta throw him out, or smash his head in.
Kenny, stop him!
Hey, what do we do about this guy?
Welcome to my stream, person.
Dad, it's just a boy. It's...
We reason with him.
The bloody end of an axe handle, maybe. Nobody threatens my boy.
Everyone chill the fuck out! Nobody is doing anything.
Shut up, Lily. And you, shut the fuck up. They will find us, and they will get in here, and none of this will fucking matter. But right now, we're about to be trapped in here with one of those things. What the hell are you talking about? He's bitten! That's how you turn!
He's not bitten. Please stop this. It's upsetting him.
Oh, I'm upsetting him. Upsetting is getting eaten alive.
It's Larry, right? Man, this is his son.
Look around, dumbass.
I got a daughter in here. You got a daughter in here. Get your head out of your ass, boy.
We've all got people in here. We can figure this out without killing anybody. There's another way.
Yeah, with a shovel. I'm gonna kill him, Cat. Just worry about...
Oh, in 6 minutes you'll go get a what?
Yeah?
There's someone in there.
It's just locked. Key's behind the counter. Probably.
Hey, I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just looking out for my daughter. No, you're just the guy arguing for killing a kid. He's covered in muck. She'll find the bite. Watch. She won't. And if she does, the first thing he'll do is sink his teeth into his mom's face. Then, when she's dead, he'll probably pounce on your little girl.
Then we deal with it then. But right now, we're just freaking everybody out.
Then get ready to deal with it, because that boy is bit. Not gonna happen. It is. And we're tossing him out now.
No! You don't touch that boy. You don't touch anybody. I've got a little girl I'm trying to protect in here too. You want to get violent?
No, fuck!
Well, come on!
You better have a reason to kill me now.
Because it's me before anyone else in here.
Jesus!
You son of a bitch! Man.
You okay?
Just great, thanks.
Guys?
Everybody down. Stay quiet.
They're gonna get in. Shut up.
That's military?
I don't know.
Thank God for whatever it is.
We almost died because of this bitch and the Richie trigger finger. That was stupid. That was...
Dad!
What's wrong with him?
It's his heart.
My pills.
Nitroglycerin pills?
Yes, we're out. We've been trying to get into the pharmacy since we got here. Please try to get in there. Behind the counter where the pills are.
We'll get in there somehow.
Thank you so much. We need nitroglycerin pills. Please get in there. I'll keep an eye on my dad.
Everyone else should get comfy and look for anything useful. We could be in here a while.
I'm starting to think this drugstore isn't a permanent solution.
You're right. This ain't exactly Fort Knox.
What do you suggest?
We need as much gas as possible so we can all get out of downtown Macon. Fast.
Agreed.
And I'll head out and get gas. There's a motel not too far from here, out towards the end of Peachtree. I'll work my way towards it and then loop back, siphoning what I can.
Damn, that'd be great.
Well, it's gotta get done. Plus, I'm quick, and I know Macon.
Local?
Born and raised.
If you're gonna do that, here's a walkie-talkie if you get in a tight spot. Hopefully, you won't need it.
Cool.
Clementine's got the other one. Check in with her and get back here as soon as you can.
And you, what's your name?
It's Lily. My dad's Lily.
Keep a good eye on him. These boys will work on getting you your medicine.
That's right.
And you keep an eye on that front door. You're our lookout.
It's Doug. You got it.
And I'm Carly.
Okay, Carly. You'll shift in with Doug when he needs it. For now, get some rest. You're a good shot, and I'd like to keep it that way.
You got it, boss.
Now get him those pills.
All right.
We can't let anything happen to Ducky.
I know, hon.
We just need to get back to Fort
Oh,
Lauderdale.
hello.
We'll do our damnedest.
It's not much, but here you go.
Thank you.
Of course.
Try to get some rest, hon.
How can...
It's not much, but here, for the board.
Oh, thanks, Lee. He appreciates it.
That's sweet, Lee.
Hey, Lee. Really gave that old man hell.
Yeah. We got pushed, you know?
You don't have to tell me. I was ready to tear the man's head off. Anyway, we, Kat and I, appreciate your support.
Thank you, Lee.
How's Duck doing?
He's okay. It was just a shock.
We're lucky as hell nobody got nabbed on the way in here.
No kidding.
How's she doing?
Well, her family's dead, so...
That's awful, Lee.
Yeah, well... She seems to be handling herself all right.
She's just a little girl, Ken.
Lee says she spent days on her own. That takes toughness.
But you have no idea what sort of emotional damage is happening to her every second her family is gone.
What's the plan?
Hang tight, I suppose. Seems pretty dangerous out there, so we ought to wait for things to clear up.
You said your family was from here in Macon?
That's right.
Where are they? Should we go looking for them?
I don't know.
Well,
What?
wouldn't they be at their house or somewhere like that?
Kat, it's not our business.
Actually, we made it. We passed some houses on the way in, and things are pretty bad here.
Well, you just don't know.
Are you guys all right?
We're just fine, considering.
How about you, Duck?
We've all been through a lot.
Lee, you got a second?
Sure.
Back on Herschel's farm.
Yeah.
We didn't even try to save him. That blood is on our hands, you know?
It happened pretty fast.
I guess. But I can't stop seeing him in my head.
We can't kill ourselves over
We killed that boy. We could have saved him together.
We did what we could. Bad things happen. We didn't make a choice to kill Charles. You think you do when you look back on it. But in a moment, when things are really out of control, you don't have any choice.
I guess.
Try to let it go. I can't think about them in here.
Find anything?
It's a photo of the family who own this place. Might help us track down the keys to the office.
I know who you are. You're Lee Everett. You're a professor at Athens who killed a state senator who was sleeping with your wife. This is your parents' store. Folks around town know the owner's son got himself a life sentence, but I'm a reporter for WABE in Atlanta. I paid attention to that trial. Maybe you're a murderer, but I don't really care. Frankly, that's a skill that might come in handy. Did you tell anyone out there who you were, or that you were tied to this place?
No. I've been sticking to first names for a reason.
You seem like an okay guy, and the last thing we need is drama out there. You've got this little girl to take care of, and look, don't make me wrong on this.
I'm don't plan to.
Good. Because if this lasts longer than a few days, and you're a detriment to the group, then we'd have a problem.
I hear you.
I'll just keep it to myself.
Thanks.
Don't worry about it.
What's that?
This was my dad's cane. He'd zip around here on it from time to time.
Was he sick?
Nah, he was okay. I actually saw him whoop shoplifters with it. This cane's protected this place better than any guard dog ever could. Plus, he knew how to make it look cool. Like you with your hat.
My dad gave it to me.
The dads are smart like that. Better get this door clear, huh?
Can I help?
Sure.
Sure.
Here we go. Watch your
Watch your
fingers
fingers
in
in
the
the
drawers. Things have been scary, huh?
Yeah. It's not good. I don't know why everyone is crazy.
Neither do I, Clementine. Nobody does, I don't think.
I bet my dad does.
Okay, here we go.
Do you have kids?
No.
You don't have a family?
Let's not talk about that. Do you play sports?
I play soccer, but I don't really like it.
I'm not crazy about it either. All right, a little further.
Why don't you want to talk about your family? Do they, like, hate you?
I hope not. It's just complicated, that's all.
Why?
It just is.
But you love them, right?
Yeah, of course. Look, my family's gone and I just wish things would have been different.
Yeah.
I got into a fight once.
And what happened?
And it ended really badly. After that, I wasn't allowed to talk to my family.
That's so sad.
Let's move this thing.
Ow!
Are you okay?
I hurt my finger.
Is it bleeding?
A little.
I'll find you a bandage. Let's have a look at that finger. Ow.
It hurt.
Let's see if we can do something about it. Does it hurt when I do this?
A little. Not too much.
You sure?
Yeah.
Let's get this cut covered up.
Yes, please. Lee?
Yeah?
Yeah?
What if my parents come home and I'm not there?
I don't think they will. They want you to be safe. We'll find them if we can.
I've got my walkie-talkie in case they try that way.
Stay close to me until then, okay? It's the remote to my dad's TV. How's your finger?
It's okay. Thanks for fixing it.
Have you heard from Glenn?
Not in a little while.
Everyone out there seem all right to you?
Yeah. Well, maybe not the sick guy.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on him.
There was that thing in the bathroom. It tried to get me.
I know.
But you stopped it.
Yeah, I did.
Can you do that more?
Well, I'm not gonna go looking for him.
I mean, get the dangerous ones.
I'm gonna try.
Good.
I'm gonna keep looking around.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that now. That will
Wanna head back into the drugstore with me?
Okay. Lee?
Yeah?
You're not bad, right?
Why are you asking me that?
That lady said you killed someone. Was that because he was one of the things trying to eat you?
No, he wasn't.
Oh. Was he bad?
He was.
Okay.
Hey there. This is Glenn, and I'm kinda in a jam here. Little girl, if you're there, can you put your daddy on the phone? Or on the talkie or whatever?
This is Lee. What's up?
So, I'm down at that motor inn, and, well, I'm stuck.
Stuck?
Yeah, I saw a chance to get some supplies for the group, and a bunch of the Roman ones got the jump on me. I'm hiding over here, but they won't leave.
What's up?
Glenn's trapped out at the motor inn. Hey, Glenn, we're gonna talk it over and send a group to come get you, all right?
Awesome. I'll sit tight till then.
Sounds good. I'm gonna hold on to this until we get.
Somebody just wrote to me and said they downloaded the definitive edition like I have.
Zombies. You got your family here. I'll take Carly and her dead eye down to the motor inn, get Glenn, and get back here as fast as I can.
If that's what you want
And
to
he
do.
said he can't start any season.
Yeah, I'm in.
That's weird.
Good. Doesn't sound too bad there right now.
Let me know as soon as you want to head out. I could use a job.
You're a pretty good shot.
Well, you don't fuck with a reporter, especially one that's 3 days out from her last cup of coffee.
You seem to handle yourself pretty well.
Really? I'm a
He what?
disaster.
I can't tell.
My news editor was eaten about 5 feet away from me.
I don't know.
And
There's
I
no
would've joined
demo
her
for
if it
this
wasn't
game,
for
so.
that dorky guy on watch over there.
I'm sorry.
She was an asshole, but, you know.
Yeah. That guy saved you?
Yeah, can you believe it? Those creeps, or ghouls, or whatever the hell they are. They were pulling our van apart, and that guy, Doug, just came to the rescue.
You can never tell who the heroic ones are gonna be.
I don't know if he bought. I don't know if he bought it or pre-ordered it. I don't know.
Sort of way.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
How'd you end up here?
We drove up to cover the Cherry Blossom Festival. Real hard-hitting stuff.
Sounds worth it. You ready to head out?
You got it. You?
Yeah.
Let's go.
That's really, I mean, I don't know. So I know now you can buy it, so it's on. It's to buy it. You can buy it now. It's stuff be out. So people that don't have it, the only thing is, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know if the person had a problem. What? Seems weird that he downloads it and then you have a problem with it. I mean, he has a problem with it.
Did you see that?
And of course, like you said, he could have got a bad copy.
Be ready to shoot.
But if you download it on demand, how can you get a bad copy?
Jesus Christ.
I can see if you got it on disc, yeah, of course. I mean, there's always a problem sometimes, but not on demand.
Notice us?
Not yet. There's a survivor trap up there.
Yeah, and then you told me you had to call the PlayStation company, and they said they gave you a new one.
Up there in the corner,
at the time.
Coming from inside.
Who is it?
It's a girl. We talked and she got frightened. I was trying to give in and help her, and she started yelling and saying I was bitten. I tried to convince her I wasn't, and that's when all these guys came out of the forest. A couple almost got me, and I ended up hiding in the ice machine.
Lucky you. Now let's go.
Can't just leave her.
Damn right we can.
You guys are suicidal. Over a girl.
I'm saving her, with or without you.
Think about if it was you.
Fine. Let's go save Glenn's damsel in distress.
Okay, this is the plan. We don't know how hard it's going to be to get her out of that room.
Yeah, it's boarded up.
So we have to kill every one of them in here. Quietly. Noise attracts these things. Now let's have a look around.
Good luck smothering them to death.
That's not really what I have in mind. Get out your gun.
But the noise.
Just follow my lead. Stay right behind me.
That was sick.
It's a spark thing.
Spark plug. You should hold on to that. Could come in handy. Wait. Let me see the spark plug. Porcelain inside these things turns car windows to tissue paper. That could scramble a brain pretty good.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
What movie you gonna watch? Oh.
I got a good movie we'll watch.
Lee, get him! Nice.
Thanks for having my back.
For sure. That's awesome. Dude, where'd your weapon go? Holy shit. It's cool. Now we've got this.
Are you two done?
No more.
That should help.
Why don't you guys lag behind just in case this goes to hell?
Okay, we'll be right behind you.
Rad.
Hello in there. We're here to help.
Let's go, guys.
In a minute. If you open up, we can take you somewhere safer. We've got a group in town.
She's in trouble.
Miss, we're coming in.
Stop! Just stop!
Stop.
I'm coming out.
Coming out.
You're hurt.
Oh, God.
I said stay away.
We need to get you help.
It's too late for that.
Guys, she's been bitten.
What?
I told you, I said go away. I'm bit. But you wouldn't just leave.
Let's calm down. You could be fine.
I won't be fine. My boyfriend was bitten. You get sick and you die, and you come back and you kill anything you can find.
You have a boyfriend?
Glenn?
I don't want that. It's not Christian. Please, just leave me. Please go.
Okay, we'll leave. Just try to take care of yourself for whatever time you have left.
You have a gun.
So?
Can I borrow it?
What do you mean, borrow?
Give it to me. I can just end this, and then there's no problem.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Please. I don't want to be one of them. They're satanic.
Give it to her.
What? You can't be serious.
Do it.
No.
Oh.
Look at her, Carly. There's no happy ending to this.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you so much. I know how terrible this must be.
You can't watch this.
Watch this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We can't go yet.
What?
What?
Why not?
Why not?
Because somebody needs to pick up the gun. Can't leave it. You two go on.
Okay.
You sure?
Yeah. God bless you. All right.
God bless you too.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, we had some close calls, but Glenn is fine, and, well, yeah, we're okay.
I've got a few cans of gas for your pickup in the trunk of my car.
Good to hear it.
And things back here?
Quiet. Our friend is still in and out over there. He won't survive any more stress.
The next order of business is getting those pills out of the pharmacy.
Okay, let's Why won't this stay?
Heard or seen anything?
Nothing, luckily. Wanna step outside, have a look around?
I'm not suicidal yet.
No, the gate out there is closed. We can hang out in front of the store and be fine.
Sure. Let's go have a look around.
Cool. And we'll keep it down. Don't need to bring them back this way with any unnecessary noises.
Agreed. Jesus. They just
eat. As far as I can tell, that's all they care about.
And if one gets you,
they eat you. And whatever's left comes back as one of them.
How the fuck?
I think it might be more than a couple days before all this gets sorted out.
Yeah, I think so too. We better keep it down out of here. Think you can do anything with this?
You know what I could do?
What's that?
It's universal. I could program it to work with those TVs across the street. Just hope the power's still on.
You can just do that?
Well, I memorized all the codes when I was in AV. Let's try.
Well fucking done, Doc. All that dork nonsense might save a life.
Who's to say it already hasn't? That got a few of them to take notice.
But not enough. That guy over there has the keys.
How can you be sure?
I found this in the office. That boy in the photo worked here. The keys being on him is as good a bet as we could make.
Yeah, I agree. We just need to figure out how to get out there and get them. You wouldn't need long, right?
Nah, just a few seconds.
Maybe there's a way to distract them and buy you some time. Awesome. Now to distract those things. Carefully.
Now's the time.
Be careful.
Keep an eye out, will you? Hey, bud. I don't know what happened to Mom and Dad, but I know if you were there, He would have died for our life. So, yeah. I'm gonna assume that's what happened.
Did you find them yet?
Give me a second. I got to do this now, man. I got to do this. There we go.
Holy crap! Run!
Man, that was close.
But we did it. That's all that matters. I've got the keys.
Great. God, you're amazing. Let's get in there.
That's almost 3 o'clock.
Yes, I know. Watch the footprints.
Oh no. Shit. We gotta hurry.
Huh? Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hello, you reached 201-373-1774. Everybody come to the phone right now. Welcome to name the number and
Doc, come on, baby, time to go.
I'm gonna get your truck pulled up round back!
Do it fast. I gotta get my dad out of here.
I don't plan on dilly-dallying. Honey, take Duck into the office and barricade the living hell out of the door behind me. Glenn, when you hear me honking in the alley, start getting people out of here. You got it. Doug, Carly, and Lee, you guys make sure our defenses stay up till then. And Lee, I better take that axe in case I run into any of them on the way to my truck.
Here you go.
Nice, that door's not locked anymore. Shit! You three, get on it! I'll get back as fast as I can.
Stay away from the windows.
Hey, Lee, if we don't make it through this, you should know that I think you're a great guy.
Gee, thanks, Doug.
Doug, if we don't make it through this, you should know.
I should know what?
Huh?
You said I should know.
Are you sure?
Shit!
Oh, shit! Okay, then. Clementine, can you look for something to stick in between the handles? Something real strong, okay?
Okay.
Clementine, did you find anything?
Nothing. Wait.
The window is through.
Go!
Go!
I found something.
Get up!
Doug.
God.
Let's go!
They got Doug. They...
Get off me, piece of shit!
You're not coming with this, you son of a bitch!
No!
I'm not letting somebody else get eaten today. Especially a good friend.
Now it's 3:03.
Oh man, Clementine, it was so awesome.
Meanwhile, inland, Atlanta's been downgraded temporarily to an 8, with attacks and rioting being reported in all places.
Did you check the glove box? We have a pay attention. Can you just look at this? Everything we own would be lost if I left you alone for 5 minutes.
Hey, Glenn.
County severe emergencies in all counties. Georgia's cities in their current level of disaster are as follows. Atlanta, stage 9 catastrophe. Augusta, stage
I think I need to go.
To Atlanta?
Yeah, I got friends there. And I just can't stay here knowing that they could be trapped in that city.
Sounds like nobody knows what's happening there. When we left a few days ago, could have gone either way.
I gotta take my chances.
Find your friends. Be safe.
Thanks, Lee. That means a lot. I don't mean to abandon you all, but this seems like an okay setup. And I'm sure things will be back to normal around here in no time.
Let's hope.
You guys be safe.
We'll try.
And Lee, you know, if this doesn't get better, people are going to give up.
Yep, see you later. Yep.
Are you just gonna let them?
Enjoy your movie, whatever it is.
Get her the gun.
Yeah, I did.
Maybe you were right. I don't know how to handle something like that. Anyway, see you around.
Hey, kid.
Close call back there.
Thanks for picking me up.
No problem. We have to take care of each other.
Yeah, we do.
I think you know what you're doing.
Shit, man, do any of us?
With Clementine, I mean. Earlier, you said you were clueless. I just want you to know that I look at you and I see the type of guy who figures things out. That girl's gonna be just fine.
Thanks, Kenny.
You got it.
Did you check the glove box? I swear I saw it. You never pay attention the way you read things.
How you doing, girlie?
I'm okay. You know, considering.
That too.
I can't stop thinking about Doug. We couldn't have saved him, could we?
I don't think so. It happened pretty fast.
I know it's stupid. We just met. And he was such a... It's just that... I think that I liked him.
I'm sorry, Carl.
It's okay. Thanks, though. There's been a lot of death in the past few days. Anyway, I'd rather be alone, I think.
I understand.
Wait,
Lee?
What is it?
How did you choose? We both needed you. You picked me.
I was gonna help you both.
But you helped me first.
Yeah, I did.
I just wish we both could have made it, you know?
Me too, Carla.
Oh man, check this out. The Doomatron had this minigun on his shoulder. It's all like pow, pow, pow. I thought Super Dinosaur was toast. But you know what? He wasn't. Oh, and then...
Hey, Duck, you wanna
Cool it for a minute?
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, there's not a lot of kids here.
No, it's not that.
That.
I got
Got
grabbed
grabbed
again.
again.
I was there, though.
I fell,
Well,
and my walkie-talkie
walkie-talkie
broke. Glenn had the other one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks. I know I need to be tough. I'm just sad. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's how I used to talk to my mom and dad. And now they're gone. It's gone.
Maybe we can find you another one.
I'll just keep this one, I guess.
Lee, come here for a second.
Let me go deal with this.
Oh man, Clementine, another thing.
What do you want?
You like my daughter?
Her dad
tried to kill me. So.
Well, he did that,
because
he knows that Lee Everett is a convicted murderer. And so will
everyone else if you go near her.
You hear me? I know who you are. And I don't give a shit about what happens to you. But if anything happens to my daughter or that little girl you got with you, you watch your ass.
Hey, Lee, do you have a second?
Hold on a second, people. I'll be right back in a second. Bathroom calls. Okay, we're back. Finish the episode.
My dad would be dead if it weren't for you.
That guy Doug is dead because of me.
You can't be like that. You're only one man. We're lucky to have you.
I hope that's the sound of us winning this thing.
Me too.
This motor inn's pretty damn defendable. We block off the entrances with some cars, keep someone on watch. We could stay here until the military rolls through.
I actually agree with that plan.
Me too. We got beds, we got water, and most importantly, we got light. There are worse places to call home.
Yeah, you're right. You know, guys, I think it's going to be okay.
So we'll do episode 2 after dinner. Next time on The Walking Dead.
I thought we'd be fine if we survived the walkers. Never expected they'd starve us out.
I want you to have this, okay? In case you or Clementine starts feeling weak.
You don't know me anything, Carly. How you doing, Clementine?
I'm really hungry, Lee.
We gotta get food, Lee. Soon.
Howdy, I'm Andrew St. John. We're from the St. John Dairy.
It's beautiful.
I never did thank you for saving Duck from the walkers back at Herschel's farm.
Something's coming, Lee. There's gonna be a war.
The walkers don't worry me as much as the bandits.
You fuck with us! Now we're gonna take what we want! There's too many of them!
You've never liked my dad. Even back at the drugstore whenever we thought Kenny's kid was bit, you went out of your way to side against him.
This isn't happening! No more, please! No more, please! Please, please!
And that's the episode 1 of the Walking Dead Telephone series. Trophy earned. Everything's going to be okay. All right. I'm so glad we got our music back. And that's where we are. So now we'll go back to the. So now we do episode 2 when we do it tomorrow tonight after dinner. So And that's how you are. So continue, yeah. And, you know, and you can go to status. So that's where it'll be. So thank you for watching. Until tonight, we will be back. Thank you for watching.